We lost to a great football team. Very, very explosive. Uh, Coach Rogers and his staff did an incredible job, and as far as scheming and game planning, their defense came to play as well, and we just didn't. We got outplayed and we got out schemed in some areas. So we use it as a coaching tool. We missed 14 total tackles that game. Offensively, we had 4 to 5 drops. 3 of those drops came on third downs, which is ultimately drive killers. So it was a lot of positives and a lot of negatives, but most importantly, it's not the end of our season. We got 3 games left. We got to win 2 of those 3 to get in the playoffs. Hey, we want to win all 3 of them. So, hey, as long as there's a ball and there's a field, we're going to play. And we're going to play as hard as we can. Just getting back to the basics. Whenever you get it whooped, the way we got whooped last Friday, all you can do is just lick your wounds, put your pads back on, and go back to work. We're not going to make no excuses. We're not going to hang them up. We're not going to quit. We're going to keep fighting. Central's going to come in here. They're at the top of the region along with Lee. But our region is still up in the air. We still have a chance. All we got to do is just keep fighting. Me and my staff, we're going to coach them hard. We're going to prepare hard. And come Friday night, hey, we'll go out there, we're going to play hard.
The biggest thing with us is just protecting the football. We started on Sunday just putting the emphasis on protecting the ball. We started off that game against a really good football team in Park Crossing. And, with a good team, you can't start the first possession on the second play of the game with a pick six. And I think, throughout the season, turnovers been our Achilles heel. So we got to minimize turnovers. So we just putting the emphasis on that. I told the guys, this week we just gonna, get back to the basics, running, blocking, tackling, and just come out and play these next 3 games. Our playoff season started last week. But it's gonna really, get back in rhythm this week. So it's just compete. Out of all the games we played this year, last game, and I don't know, knowing that our quarterback, wasn't healthy, or whatever the situation was, I didn't see us fight as hard as we fought, throughout all the games this season. So just getting back, Sunday and even yesterday in practice, I love their mindset, and they came out, excited about the opportunity that's ahead of them. Our back's against the wall is no secret. We got a good, really good team that we played Friday, Stanhope. So we just, get back to the basics, run the football, get back to playing some good defense and, just compete. I tell our kids all the time, we compete at a high level. Not a lot of teams can compete with us, especially if we don't turn the ball over. And we play some tough teams all year, and it's no secret the next 3 games, we're going to be the better team on paper. But the thing about football, you got to play the game.
I'll tell you what, coming in last week, we knew emotions were going to be flying high. The JD Lee game is rich in tradition. There's a lot of alumni that had opportunity to play in the game as well as myself, and I knew the magnitude of this game. Even more so, this game means a lot to the city. And I know Coach Carr was going to have those guys ready to come in and play, so we were just trying to make sure we talk to our kids about enjoying the moment, not try to play outside yourselves just because of what game it is, but just kind of play with a little bit more effort. Just trying to control them as much as we possibly can, and not try to get those guys to play outside themselves and doing different things. We had opportunity. Some things we need to correct. JD had opportunity some big third down situations, not because of something we did, but there was just drops. So those real fortunate. Those some key drive stops. So defensively, there's some things that we definitely need to fix. We had to contain Bozo. We know he's an explosive running back. He's a multi-purpose guy that can do everything. So we had to know all week long. We had a situation where he had a yellow jersey on. We had to know where he was all points of the game to make sure we knew where he was, because he's that type of player that can beat you. So I think the kids bought into it. Was able to recognize things that went on during the course of the week, and that defensive line. I told our offensive line guys it's probably up to this point, probably one of the best defensive lines that we're going to face. They have size, speed, and quickness. So it was a big challenge for those guys, and I think those guys kind of held their own overall. We was able to run the ball a little bit, but it was a big test. But overall, I'm glad that we was able to come out with the win, and I was proud of those guys. I'll tell you what, it's an important game because it's the next game, and even more so that is a region game. Our goal was this year to be region champs, to try to play the first two games at home, and that's still intact. So, Auburn has a good football team. Their team, what they're doing don't always indicate what their record is, but they're well coached up there with Coach Wise. So I know they're going to come in and try to get this win. Again, because it's one they need and we need also. So anytime you play a region game, those guys are going to scratch and claw and try to finish that. But they have some good football players up there. Number 14 does an outstanding job at the quarterback position of managing the team, and they have an explosive running back, one of the most explosive running backs I've seen this season. They run the ball well. They're going to try to run the ball and they work off the play action. So we just have to get our guys to play discipline. Our DB's not looking in the backfield and just playing disciplined football. And one of the things with defense we're going to have to do this week is tackle. Offense, we're going to have to make sure we take care of the ball. They fundamentally sound, and they're going to do what they're coached to do. So we just have to play fundamental football and have to win special teams. There's no question. The games I've watched, they've done an awesome job on special teams, and special teams is the winning edge. When you're able to win special teams, offense or defense, they give you an opportunity to win the game. So we got our hands full, so we're just going to continue to work and see what happens.
Well, the thing that we've got to do with our guys is make sure that they don't get too high off of a win like that. That game kind of got away from Carver. If you go back and look at the ball game, it was a 7-7 ball game, and they had taken the ball and driven it right down the field on us, running the football right at us, and we're very successful with that. And some things just happened really quick and turned the game in our favor, and it got away from them. I don't want our kids to think that with the score the way it was, that it was that type of ball game, or that we've all of a sudden arrived and we're that much better, because that's not the case. It was just one of those football deals that kind of snowballed like that. So we've tried to keep them grounded. We've got a long week this week. We play on Saturday, so it gives us an extra day of preparation, and we got to take advantage of that and work on the things that we're still not doing well. They knocked us off the football, that first drive especially. So we've got to do a better job up front of holding the line of scrimmage, and then we still had a lot of penalties and made some mistakes that cost us on offense, and we've got to correct those. But the biggest thing is just to stay focused on who we are and do what we do, and just try to worry about taking care of us this week and making us better. Well, I can tell you this, they held Lanier to 6 points, so obviously they've gotten a lot better on defense. We've got to, the thing we've got to do is just continue to get better. Teams that are really good, that play in the championship game and get deep in the playoffs, they stay on an upward trajectory. They don't have a lot of ups and downs. They stay on the same slope. And so, that's what we've got to focus on, is just getting better every week. We're still making a few mistakes on alignment and assignment on both sides of the ball. We're playing on Saturday, so that's a new experience for us. That'll be a challenge to deal with that. We got to get them up early, get them up to the school, and those kind of deals that we're not used to. So that's a whole new deal in itself, and that requires a lot of self-discipline on their part to do what's right on Friday night, and to take care of themselves and be able to get up and be at the school on time. So that's a challenge, and as I know, all these guys have played on Saturday so far this year, and they know what I'm talking about. That's not a fun deal, and it's something that we're having to address. But the biggest thing is just making sure that we're still working hard. We understand what got us to the point that we're at, and continue to try to improve that. We're not going to stop improving until the season's over, and we're not going to we're not going to stop pushing the guys. We're going to continue to push them hard, coach them hard, and expect them to buy into what we're trying to do.
So basically, in the Dothan game, we just did some things that was just not football in the red zone. I want to say we was in the red zone 5 times and didn't score. Made plenty of mental mistakes, things that you shouldn't do at this point of the season, I feel. So we just went back to fundamentals this week. Everything just fundamentals being sound, and that's our main thing as far as what we preach every day is just be sound, do the things you're supposed to do. Rep the guys, make sure they understand that that this is an off week, but this is a week that you get better, because those are the things that we've been preaching all year. It just continues to get better every day. Try to build a character. We'll have a couple classes this week, just to go over character and things that, you know, that's not pertaining to football, but is pertaining to football. So we're just using this week to get better and get fundamentally sound. That's all. But the biggest thing is just to keep everybody out the guys' ears. I think Coach Brown said something where, you know, your players sometimes get focused on tasks that are not in front of them, that's a week away or 2 weeks away. And the thing we're trying to tell my players is, you know, we play Park Crossing in 2 weeks. This week we pretty much battling ourselves for mentally and physically and being fundamentally sound. We got to work on ourselves this week. Park Crossing to take care of itself when it's time to come to them. I want to say that game is for the area championship. So it's an important game, but as a team, you got to take care of the little things that you got to take care of before you even get to that game. And Park Crossing has been an explosive team this year. You know, as we said, they beat Carver last week, and Carver has a really good team. I think their defensive front is probably one of the best fronts in the state of Alabama, them and Jeff Davis, because we had a time playing Carver, then turn around and playing Jeff Davis that next week. And mostly my guys, they really they didn't get up for the Jeff Davis game, and I knew that was going to be a physical game, and they was well coached. I mean, those were the things we talked about, you know, during that week. So this week we just kind of used to get back on task and just make sure we're being fundamentally sound and make sure we take one play at a time, one game at a time, one practice at a time.
All right, all my volunteer fans, come out and show your support once again this Friday night, Crampton Bowl, 7 o'clock. We got Central Phoenix City. It's senior night. Hey, we need you all there, need your support. Our guys love to see you in the stands. We love to hear you, and we look forward to seeing you again Friday night. Go Vols.
Wolverine Nation, we on the road versus Stanhope. It's a playoff game. And it's a very important game for us, so we look forward to, you know, all the Wolverine fans and the Wolverine Nation cheering us on. It's going to be a great atmosphere, great night for football, two good football teams fighting for playoff spots. So look forward to seeing all the Wolverine Nation, green and gold, cheering our guys on.
Lee Nation, I'd like to welcome everybody out this Thursday night, 7 o'clock. We play Auburn High School for another region game, and on top of that is our homecoming. So come out and support Lee Nation. Thank you all for the support thus far going on, with the support you all been giving us. I look forward to seeing you all this Thursday, 7 o'clock. Lee Nation.
I need all the Thunderbird fans to get up early Saturday and come on to the bowl at 11. We play Dothan High School to secure a home playoff game. Just need everybody to show up. Alabama's on the road, not sure where Auburn is, but there won't be any great games on until after we're done anyway. Best game comes on at 2:30 and we'll be done by then. So come on out and support us Saturday morning at 11 o'clock.
Nation, we're off this week, but I'd like to say to all the fans just in Montgomery period, we need to make sure we support our other teams. I think it's an important thing that all of us get into playoffs because we do have good coaches, and you can tell that our schools have been working really hard to, you know, to climb that ladder. So this is a message out to everybody in Montgomery. Support the teams that are playing this week, and you know, kind of just make sure that we're trying to get everybody in the playoffs. So Port fans, if you can support Jeff Davis, Carver, Lee, Park Crossing, you know, you can do that for this week only. Because we do want everybody in the playoffs. It's important that, you know, we make sure we represent Montgomery the right way. And then the following week, you know, you'll have two teams from the city playing and for the area championship, and you should come out and support that. And I think Lee's going to be right there playing for the area championship, so we need to make sure that we're supporting all the teams in the city. Thank you.